Hello and welcome to Meandmygolf TV, the best in online golf instruction. I'm Andy Proudman.
And I'm Piers Ward, and today we're talking about hybrids versus irons, and we have a very special guest.
It's time to take charge of your game.
Okay, it's Wednesday and it's a beautiful day here at the Asbury on the 18th par 3. Beautiful, Piers. We should be golfing today.
Yeah, come on, let's play later.
Okay, we have a special guest, Abigail Copper. Abigail, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Abigail.
Now, you may have seen Abigail in one of our other videos where we sort of showed you how we improved Abigail's driving. Abigail's one of the straightest hitters that we have as our students, aren't you, Abigail? You hit the ball pretty straight. And we've drafted in Abigail today to talk about hybrids and talk about the difference between hybrids and irons and just an understanding of how we should play, Piers, as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So, question is through our website, meandmygolf.com, from Roger Taylor saying, I'm having trouble with my hybrids. Should we play it like an iron or should we play it like a wood?
Yeah.
Piers, okay. What is the answer to that question?
You know what? I don't know. No, it is a tricky one, but I always say to people that what is the hybrid replacing in your set? So when you're going to have a fitting, hopefully have a fitting, make sure you're going to have a fitting, that if you're struggling to hit your 3 and your 4 iron, well, that's when the hybrid comes in. Yeah. So for us, definitely it's more like a long iron than a fairway metal. Yeah. Having said that, a long iron and fairway metal, they're quite close to each other anyway, but definitely you want to have more of the traits of a long iron. So in ball position, yes, we want the ball further forward in the stance than we would with a mid iron. Yeah. But do you know what? We probably don't need it as far forward as we do for the 3 metal. So I think, excuse me, Roger, definitely, I think you need to look at playing it more like a long iron as opposed to a fairway metal. Okay,
and the key thing with the hybrids is obviously the main difference with the hybrid over the iron is it's a bigger head, it's a more forgiving head because we've got a larger mass. It helps you get the golf ball up in the air, but the key thing is with the hybrid is you've got the curvature to the face, so the roll and bulge to the face. So if you hit it off the toe or the heel of the golf club, it actually spins it back toward the target, so it gives you that help compared to a long iron. So if you haven't got a hybrid and you're using your 3 and 4 iron, go and get one, because it will definitely make the shots easier.
Without doubt, and Andy's talking about this roll and bulge, is the fact that the face sort of rolls that way, and it has this sort of, it's not flat like an iron.
Exactly.
So as Andy says, when you get out the toe, it's going to spin it back towards the target. Sounds though we
too good to be true. Too good.
They do 7 irons in these as well.
Okay, so I think the key thing is, if you haven't got a hybrid, it's definitely worth investing in one. It just make it a lot easier. But I think the key things, and we'll go through a couple of things in the setup, Piers, just to confirm how we should play it. Again, what we're talking about with ball position and what so. So we'll go through that with Abigail. So if you go ahead and take your setup, Abigail, for this, and right to the ball for me, if you would. Now, Abigail hits the ball very straight, as we mentioned. Now, key thing with ball position, we said that we want it a little bit further forward in the stance compared to your mid iron. So we want it left side of the chest, Piers, really.
Yeah, you can see that. That's perfect.
If it goes too far forward, you're going to struggle with the contact. Now, with an iron, we strike the golf ball on the way down. Yeah. Now, with with a hybrid, it's got that flat sole. So we want to really get the bottom of the arc right where that golf ball is. So the ball position being just slightly ahead of the centre will definitely help.
And generally, people who use a hybrid as opposed to their 3 and 4 irons are the people who struggle to maybe flight the golf ball high enough. So they maybe hit their 5 iron the same distance in the air as their 4 iron and their 3 iron. So that's why the hybrids come in there to help flight it. So obviously, generally people with the hybrids, they may sort of be a slightly lower swing speed than the stronger hitters. Yeah. And that's where the hybrid comes in really well, and that's why we want the bottom of the arc being pretty flat as opposed to hitting down on it more. So see Sergio hitting his rescue wood and things like that. They're taking divots, but they have high swing speeds. Yeah. So with this here, hybrid is brilliant for someone who has that, doesn't have as much swing speed as the top guys.
So ball position forward. We also have the slight tilt in the shoulders, Abigail, don't we? Which that's it. There you go. The little problem there. So you can see now we have the right shoulder a little bit lower than the left, and that just helps us get that maximise the distance base, but collected at the right spots on the bottom there as well. So I think understanding that, okay, we're trying to play it just like an iron or a long iron, having it slightly forward of the centre, but still keeping a good spine angle there as well. Now, a great thing to do when you're playing this is, as we said, we have a flat sole. Do your practice swings. Well, when you're doing your practice swings, go right to the side of the golf ball and just feel that you can brush that golf club exactly where you want to strike it. And having that sort of letting that sole of the club almost bounce on the spot where you want to strike it, Pierce. And it really gives you that awareness of where the bottom of that arc is.
Definitely, definitely. So would you get Abigail to do that? Actually?
Yeah, so let's go with a couple of practice swings, Abigail, and just brush that ground for me like you normally do in your practice swing. There we go. So this is great to do just before you hit the shot. So do your practice swing there, Abigail, and just brush that ground as you normally would. There we go. And even if you hit that ground a little bit too much, like Abigail did there, that's perfect because you're still getting to the bottom of the ball.
And the good thing with these, as we mentioned, they've got a very wide sole on the bottom of these hybrids.
Yeah.
So a 3-iron, if you'd have done that, it might not have been so good. But with the hybrid, it's still going to have enough force into the golf ball. It's still going to fly it. It's going to go almost the same sort of distance.
It'll sort of slide and bounce across the ground there as well. Okay, right. So Abigail, we've talked how straight you are and how good you are. Can you do a shot for us and show us how you do that? Yeah. Okay,
yeah, cool.
So do your normal routine for me, if you would. Come back
here.
behind. And let's see if we can get it on this 18th of the Astra here, over the water. Perfect.
See, really important, these routines, because it helps develop good ball position in this situation. Obviously good aim as well.
You can see Abigail's very particular with the routine here that we've worked on. So again, the practice swing, which just allows her to feel that she can brush that ground in the right spot.
Very good.
And then you're going to fire away when you're ready.
All right, pull the trigger.
And there we go, beautiful.
Swept it away.
So you can see you just collected it nicely off the top of there. Well done, Abigail.
Very good, very good.
Collected it nicely off the top of there. And I think the key thing there, Pierce, is just understanding, first of all, we play it like an iron.
Yeah.
Make sure you get the setter in the right place with the ball position in that right spot. Good spine angle.
Yeah.
And then practice swings are key, allowing yourself to brush that spot exactly where that ball is. That's going to help you collect that at the right spot and give you that contact.
I think the most important thing of this video is that if you haven't got a hybrid, go and give them a try, because you may have 2 or 3 clubs in your set which are doing the same job. Your 3, 4, 5 iron maybe just doing the same job. Yeah. You know, a lot of people, they don't even have the 3 irons in their bags. They have them at home with the wrapper still on. So make sure you find out whether these are good for you. Generally
they are. If you haven't got one, generally you're going to be missing out, so go and check it out. Okay, thank you, Abigail. Thank you for joining us. Another great shot there under pressure.
Very good, very good.
Well done.
We're struggling with the shaking hands, aren't we?
And thanks for watching, guys. Post your comments as usual. Tell us about your game. Tell us what you need help with, and we'll do our best to get through as many as we can and answer them for you. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you soon. Dustin Johnson, it works really well, because from this position here, what he then does is he actually gets the club face pretty square. Yeah. So his body does a lot of work. We'll go through that in a moment. But I think we need to discuss with people, is it a good idea to be in this closed face position?